Howdy, folks. I'm fixing to tell y'all about Texas, nicknamed the Lone Star State.
I'm particularly fond of these. I pulled them out of a place on Midgard called Texas.
Don't mess with Texas?
That's the message.
I'm Walker, and I'm Texas Ranger.
I mean, anything for Salinas.
Welcome to this week's episode of Texas Slang for Crazy. This week, we're discussing the Texas Pledge of Allegiance. In most schools in the United States, children are required to state the Pledge of Allegiance for the nation as a whole. For many countries, that's probably a weird enough thing to do, but let's add in the fact that Texas has its very own Pledge of Allegiance as well. Texas is one of 12 states that have their own pledge for the state flag, but there's a history behind it when it comes to Texas. The pledge is as follows. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. Texas used to be its very own country before joining the United States, after some unexpected financial problems. When Texas was admitted to the Union, it bypassed the normal process of being a territory and became a state straight away. This was with the understanding that the Union would respect Texas's history as their own nation. That being said, we can raise the Texas flag at the same height as the U.S. flag. We are the only state in the United States that can do that. Texas has existed under 6 national flags, each of which going through various variations. If you're wondering, yes, Six Flags theme parks originally got their name from this, as they're originally a Texas chain. The pledge wasn't always required in Texas. In 1933, the Texas legislature introduced the pledge, but it referred to a blue flag with a large yellow star known as the Burn It flag, not the Lone Star flag that Texans know today. The pledge itself intentionally referred directly to the Texas flag of 1836. This threw people way off, so in 1965, this was changed by deleting the phrase of 1836 from the pledge. In 2001, the legislature made it that while reciting the pledge, you had to remove your head cover. Let's be real, we're talking about cowboy hats. With your right hand and place it over your heart. If you're in military uniform, you salute. For us hatless mortals, right hand over your heart and left hand at your side, but never in your pockets. Keep in mind that if both the U.S. and Texas flags are present, government code does advise that folks say the U.S. pledge first and then the Texas pledge. That's a lot of pledging to start your day. In 2007, the phrase "under God" was added to the pledge. Phrases like this were legally contested in the U.S. Supreme Court in 1943 for violating religious freedoms, but the phrase remains as there are options to opt out in schools, provided you have a written note from your parents thanks to a little legal loophole written in by the Texas legislature in 2003. Keep in mind, however, that students have actually been suspended for failing to rise and state the pledge, that is, until a letter arrives from their parents. Still, visitors to Texas and newly transferred students from other parts of the state or other parts of the world often find themselves scratching their heads as their friends recite multiple pledges at an official function. Thanks for listening. We now have a YouTube channel under TX Slang for Crazy if you prefer to listen to your podcast there. As always, you can find us on Instagram at TX Slang for Crazy, Facebook at Texas Slang for Crazy, Twitter at SlangTX. Yes, I'm bringing back the Twitter. Our website at txslangforcrazy.com, and feel free to email us at txslangforcrazy@gmail.com, especially if you're from another country or another state and you want to know why we do what we do. Don't forget to rate and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. Thanks, and we'll see you next week.